touring car pole sitter, Mr. Pierre Kleinebing, also on pole last year. First of all, thoughts, how nervous were you about that coin toss?
That was the worst part of the whole race. Driving is easy now, I'll tell you that much. So, just made me want that race even more now. So I think hopefully be good for tomorrow. Cars feels great, feels as good as it felt last year running distance. So we'll see tomorrow.
Did you make your flyer come in and sit, or did you guys go back out, make some changes and go back out?
I did one lap and I experienced that I couldn't take any more out of that car today, so I parked it, saved the tires for tomorrow. Hopefully it was a smart decision. We'll see tomorrow.
All right, and Kuno starting right behind you.
Third. Yeah.
Oh, Kuno starting third. Okay, so game plan going into tomorrow with your teammates starting behind you?
We'll see what Seth does. It's like he's probably pretty good in the start, but it'll be great if Kuno and I can hook up like we did last year and hopefully run away from everybody and then maybe battle in the end.
All right, any questions from Jim?
No, I got them all already.
All right. We'll move on to our GT pole sitter. Congratulations on your first pole, Dino. Also, same question to you. A little nerve-wracking that coin toss might have had your first pole. Take it away.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, as you said, it was my first pole ever in World Challenge. This has been my 5th year, I guess. And so, yeah, it made me nervous. I knew we had a good car. I knew we could do the job in the car. But, yeah, we got to change that system. But I understand that's the excitement, but I'm glad it turned out the way it did.
Yeah. Again, really great performance in the Porsche. How's the car feeling? Were you guys as confident coming into qualifying that you were going to be, on the front row?
Well, we were always feeling pretty good. I mean, this year's been a whole new ball game for me. Steve Ruiz, one of my best friends, and for 30 years, and really an engineer came on the team to help this situation out. So the one thing that, as I said to Jim earlier, was that the big difference this year is I feel totally comfortable in the car. So if I feel comfortable, I can go fairly quick. So that's been the name of the game, and we've achieved that. We're actually going to be getting better.
What will be more nerve-wracking, the coin toss or starting from pole for the first time?
Oh no, I'm comfortable in pole position. I mean, I just want to take it from there and hopefully the whole race actually. So I think I can do it.
You could even now get tips from your teammate James on leading a race. And
Yeah,
cool.
I'll definitely be consulting with him and the rest of my team, who they all have a lot of experience. So I'm looking forward to it.
Jim?
Did James say anything about anything bitter about beating him out of the pole, or?
No, James was experimenting with a different setup, and we're getting pretty comfortable in learning how to set these cars up. He has a lot of experience, and but I told him, I said, I don't know if you should make that spring change. And he said, no, I want to try. I go, okay, but I think you'll see James out there at the starting line with my setup. So I'm sure he's happy for me. I'm happy for him whenever he does really well, which is quite often. So it's a great team to be on. GMB's a great team.
I have a question for both of you. How much testing did you guys do in the off season? Did you do any testing here? Pierre first.
We didn't do tests here. We concentrated on the new cars. We did a little bit of shakedown on the new car, and that was about it. So, I'm happy to be in pole here. Hopefully, do well with the old car, but we're gonna move forward. We have a big task ahead of us. Looks like Peter sniped, so I'll have my work cut off for me for the next race.
So you're in a new car in the next race?
Yeah, well, we actually did some testing earlier this year. We did about 3 or 4 tests, or 3 tests anyway, but we were starting from a much higher base than we did last year when we started out. So we're really, really honing in on where the Porsche likes to be. So.
In the past, particularly last year, you ran both classes.
Yes.
Is it easier? I'm sure you probably enjoy driving in touring cars well, but is it easier to focus and all your efforts into one class?
Yeah, that's the main reason I'm not doing double duty this year, because for me in particular, I don't have enough seat time, in general, to be able just to flip my switch and go from a front engine front drive to a rear engine rear drive with twice as much power. So it was a real big challenge for me, and so this year I decided to focus on where I thought I could do best. Don't get me wrong, Real Time is a great team, one of the best teams out there. I just couldn't quite sink my head into it when I knew I had so much to work on, of course.
I think that concludes business.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Congrats.